Yes, people. What's happening, guys? It's been a long time. It's been about 6 weeks since I did a portfolio update. Now, the reason why I'm doing one now is because I finally broke through the double figures mark. £10,369. That's how much my investment ISA portfolio dividend stocks are worth. Because of the China USA trade war, every time I was putting money in, the appreciation was going down. So I was like fighting a losing battle. But I'm not in it for the capital appreciation. I'm in it for the dividends, remember? So it's irrelevant. So this is the state of my portfolio at the moment. 25 stocks in Apple. When Apple go up, I don't want to be holding Apple for the rest of my life, basically, but I think they will in the next couple of years, especially when they roll out the subscription TV and battle against Netflix. I think their stock's going to be worth about £350, maybe £400. And when it reaches that much, I'll start selling, because the dividend isn't the best and the dividend growth isn't the best either. But I love the second stock, Boeing. This stock is amazing. They almost doubled. Let me just see what they did. Boeing, in 5 years, they have nearly trebled their dividend payments, which is what you want. You want dividend growth. I think they're paying about, what is it, about 2.5% dividend. So in 5 years' time, it's going to be 5%. Another 5 years' time, it's going to be 10%, and so on. You get the picture. So that's Boeing. Tesla, 5 shares are owned by the kids and 5 shares are mine. I'm a huge fan of Tesla. I'm a big bull at Tesla. If you watch a couple of those videos on CNBC, they're just totally biased against Tesla. You have nothing good to say about Tesla. Everything's negative, and it's basically lies. It's laughable. There's a great video on YouTube that explains why they do this. It's basically because the revenue that CNBC, who are owned by Comcast, is basically Ford and GM, General Motors. So it's in their best interest to batter Tesla, basically. So do your own research on Tesla, see where they're at. The business model is just awesome. So I really do believe that in the next 5 years, this is going to be £1,000 stock. I want to buy more Tesla. So so that's Tesla. Facebook is Facebook. They're just a money churning machine. 6 shares on Facebook. They're owned again by the kids. I'm looking at the long run for them. In 5 years' time, it's going to be a £500, £600, £700 stock, as long as they don't break the tech up. So back to the dividend stocks. Home Depot, and 3M. I've lost a lot of money lately, which is a great opportunity to buy. I want to build my stock on Home Depot and 3M. I've started buying shares in British American Tobacco. Their dividend yield, I think, is 7% or 6.5%, something like that. So, yeah, Uber is owned by the children. I think that's going to be a big stock in the future. Commercial property, which is a retail real estate property stock. Good thing about commercial property, they pay a monthly dividend. 5%, 4.5%, 5%. The reason I'm buying commercial property is so it can just pay for the investment ISA fees, which is about £3 a month. So I need to get a couple of £100 in that, so I can get that just paying the fees. And this little gem here, Lloyd's, I've been doing research on Lloyd's. Lloyd's got battered in 2008-2009 financial crisis. The PPI payouts that they've had to pay was just absolutely ridiculous. It nearly crippled the company. but that's behind them now, and they're on the way up. This is a £3 to £5 stock all day long in the next 5 years. They pay, I think it's a 5.5%, 6% dividend, and it's growing. In 5 years, I think they've doubled it. Don't quote me on that, but they've close to doubled their dividend growth, which is what you're looking for. So in 5 to 10 years, you're looking at a 10%, 12% dividend on this stock, and it's dirt cheap. Whenever I have loose change, I just buy a couple of Lloyd's stocks, and these Lloyd's pay a semi-annual dividend, which is twice a year. And from 2020, next year, they're going to be paying quarterly, which is a little added bonus. So yeah, I think this is a hidden little gem, Lloyd's. Do your research on it, and you'll be shocked what you read on about Lloyd's. So it's slightly diversified. A couple of tech stocks in there. Boeing is just a beast of a business. Home Depot, 3M, tobacco company, retail company, and a banking company. My goal is to receive £100 a year per stock. When I reach that £100 a year dividend per stock, then I go into the next stock, build that up, then go into the next stock, and so on. So I'd like about 10 stocks, 10, 15 stocks, all paying £100 dividend. And when I get to that point, just bolster that stock. I have little goals, you see. First goal is £100 dividend per stock per year. Then £150 per stock per year, and so on. But ideally, I'd love to, each dividend payment, I would love it to be £100. So that's what, £400 a year. So that's my goal. And so yeah, that's the basic state of my portfolio. Absolutely buzzing that it reached over £10,000, which could easily drop, I know. But again, as I said, I'm not into the capital appreciation. It's all about the dividends. The reason I own Tesla is so when it does get high in price, I'm just going to sell and reinvest that money into dividend paying stocks. And the children, I have 3 boys, when it gets to a point where it's £1,000, £2,000 a stock, which I truly believe it's going to be, I'll sell them for the children, and they can start their own little portfolio when they turn 18. So yeah, that's my plan. Let me know what you think of my portfolio. Do you think the diversity is good? What do you think of each individual stock? I know I'm going to get messages about Tesla saying I'm wasting my money on Tesla, but I'm a big believer. I've researched, and the record numbers on their sales is just out of this world. They're outselling any car in the US. That's gasoline and electric. And the future's bright for Tesla as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, let me know what you think of my portfolio. I'll try not to leave it as long this time round. I'll try and do one every couple of weeks. So thanks guys, thanks for listening.